Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sejahtera and hello everyone. I hope everyone is safe and in good spirit. My name is Karim Alias, and in this video I would like to talk about this topic, a model for challenge-based online learning. Well, recently among educators around the world, the conversation basically has been focused mainly on online learning, the challenges and also the how-to. But there's a concern that because of the rush and the time constraint, many educators will just use the online platform to upload the content, the PowerPoint, the video, the notes, everything that they can upload to the platform, and pay little attention actually to the actual instructional design or the learning design of the online course in terms of the pedagogy, in terms of the purposeful integration of the technology, assessment, etc. Well, in the because of the situation, I think it's quite okay for those new to online learning because we don't want them to get overwhelmed. Because if we tell them to do this and to do that, don't do this and don't do that, they can get overwhelmed easily. So we don't want to give them, not very pleasant experience, especially for those who are not very familiar with online learning before this situation of COVID-19. Having said that, I believe we all should take this opportunity to design our online course to go beyond providing the content. Well, yes, in terms of content, we need to look at the best approach to deliver our content, whether depending on whether your students have access to the internet or not, the aspect of high bandwidth versus low bandwidth, whether they have a suitable devices, whether they have the phone or the laptop, and etc. etc. So yes, probably we need to start from this to rethink the content strategy, not just the content development, but how best to deliver the content in what format based on the students' access to the internet and so on. So having addressed the content strategy, the next level would be to look at how we design the delivery of the whole course. So we need to rethink, if necessary, the instructional design or the learning design approach to deliver the online course. How do we design each lesson, keeping in mind the attainment of the learning outcomes? The bottom line is always achievement of the learning outcome. That's the bottom line. So in this context of cognitive engagement, I believe in certain so-called high impact instructional design or learning design. And I would say that these three things that you see on the slides now, problem-based learning, challenge-based, scenario-based learning, and challenge-based learning. Of course, we can actually use this in the face-to-face situation, but then how we can design this one in the online course situation when we design the online class. So the focus of this video, I would like to talk about the challenge-based learning because I believe I have discovered, I have seen one good model of challenge-based learning, and this is what I would like to share with you in this video. But basically, the challenge-based learning is the basic premise of challenge-based learning is about helping learners to personally connect with the big ideas, develop and understand challenges, ask series of questions, and make connections, adjust, develop thoughtful and sustainable solutions, efficiently implement them, and learn from the outcomes. That's the basic premise, basic concept of challenge-based learning. There are a lot of information actually about challenge-based learning. I would like to share here two websites here. One is Digital Promise, and I will share the link in the description below the video. And the other one is challengebasedlearning.org. And actually, challenge-based learning, the concept has been attributed to Apple. So they have actually published one good document here, which you can download from the internet. It's available. It's called Challenge-Based Learning, a Classroom Guide. And it has actually a very comprehensive content covering the essential aspect of challenge-based learning. So if you go through this document, you will have some ideas of how to go about. So there's the what, the why, and the how to of challenge-based learning in this document. But if I just show here the framework of challenge-based learning based on this Apple document. So basically you have the big idea to start with. Then you will design a series of questions. Then this from the question that lead to the challenge or challenges that the students would have to go through one by one. And in doing so, in the process, they will actually start to learn the content that based on the learning outcome that we want to that we set for that particular lesson for the students. So there's a guiding questions. There's also guiding activities, guiding resources to supplement to the students. Then solution implementation, followed by evaluation assessment. Then publishing the student solution and publishing the student reflections. So these are the whole framework of challenge-based learning according to the Apple model. But how do we implement this, whether in a face-to-face situation, but now our focus is actually in the online situation. Can we design our lesson based on the challenge-based, using the challenge-based learning approach? And I have actually found one very good example actually from Capella University online course. So link here, I will give also in the description below the video. But if you come to this website, you can see the list of courses, and some of these courses actually are made available to the public. So if you go down and scroll down, maybe there are some courses that you can find relevant or of interest to you. But I would like to show one course. So I have signed up and I want to show the way they actually design the course is using some form of challenge-based learning. So, and the way they design it is actually very interesting, and I think can be used as a model for us, for anyone who like to try using the challenge-based learning approach in designing their online class or online lesson. And this is actually very different in terms of not just giving content, not just giving a video lecture, then having some interactive activities, but you will see that the way it is designed using the challenge-based learning approach is actually very, very interesting. Then we can actually get the cognitive engagement of the students perhaps more effectively. So let me show you. So you can actually come to this website and sign up and just go to any of the course. There will be a few steps for you before you can get access to the course, only 2 or 3 steps. So I will go to the course that I want to show just for example to illustrate how they design the challenge-based learning in the course. So I take this course, environmental science here. So I'm currently already logged in, and this is my dashboard. And you can see there are 3 tabs here: dashboard, score report, student guide, and course docs. Dashboard is basically the first thing that I see when I log in, when I come into the course. The first on the top here is showing the progress that I have my achievements so far or my progress so far. As you can see, there's nothing there in the bar because I haven't started at all. And you can see also the time given here to finish this course. There's a deadline on Wednesday, June 3, so 60 days left. So once I start this course and start doing the challenges, the assignment, everything, the progress will be shown here. And as a score, the passing mark is 70%, and it will show the indicators that it will show the progress. And at any time, the students can see the score report based on their progress. And you can see already here, the way the course is designed is actually consists of series of challenges. Unit 1, challenge 1, Unit 1, challenge 2, Unit 1, challenge 3. So in Unit 1, there are 3 challenges. In Unit 2, there are 3 challenges. Unit 3, there are 3 challenges, and so on and so forth. And there is also something called milestone, which is the next level after the students have completed the challenges. Then they will complete the milestone, which is the higher level. And the milestone actually will be given the score, whereas the challenges is actually also given some score, but it's not, I think, not taken into the final grading, but it's more of the kind of formative assessment here. Then under the student guide here, so this is actually where the students should actually start so that they understand what they have to do. But I want to show here how it works. To earn a Sophia transcript, you must complete each challenge and milestone by getting at least half of the points in each assessment. Achieve a total average score of 70% or better across all challenges and milestones. Pass your final milestone with a score of 50% or higher and submit the final score. So what is a challenge? Sophia courses use a learning model that engages you in real-world scenarios. Challenges are like quizzes and are composed of multiple questions. So there will be a series of questions. If you need help answering a question, we provide tutorials so you can understand the key concepts behind each problem. All tutorials for each unit are grouped together for easy reference. You get multiple attempts to solve challenge problems, and you can leave and return whenever you want as long as you have remaining attempts. And what is a milestone? Milestones are like tests that gauge mastery of the course concepts taught in the course. Okay, and what is the final milestone? Upon successful completion of all challenges and milestones, you will be ready to take the final milestone. So this is more like a summative assessment part of the course. Okay, let me go back to the dashboard to show you how actually they design this so-called challenges. So you can see here the way it is designed. On the left-hand side here, these are the units. These are actually where you can find as part of the learning outcome for this course. Number 1 here, Unit 1, describe environmental science. Unit 2, apply principles of earth science, ecology, and conservation. Unit 3 is this one, and Unit 4 is this one, and there's a final milestone. And you can see already in Unit 1, there are 3 challenges. Then there's a practice milestone, and this practice milestone is actually designed to help the student to do better in the real milestone. So this is the real milestone. It says this one counts, and time required to complete this one is 120 minutes. And this is unlocked only when you pass all the challenge in this unit. And the same thing here in Unit 2, you'll find more challenges. The same way it is designed for Unit 1. And there are 2 options for the student. The first option, the students can go straight away to do the challenge. But when they have problem to answer the questions, they can go to the tutorial here for Unit 1. they can go through the tutorial and come back and try to complete the challenge. Or the student also have option to go to the tutorial, study the tutorial based on the resources provided here. Then only they will start the challenge. So the students are given the freedom to choose which option. So let's say in this case, the students want to start the challenge. So they will start here. So now the student is in Unit 1, Challenge 1. Remember, in Unit 1, we have 3 challenges. This is Challenge 1. And you can see here, there are 10 series of 10 questions where the students have to go one by one. And the students have 3 attempts to answer the question in each challenge here, in each question here. They have 3 attempts to answer, and if they can also get the tutorial before they start to answer the question, or if they get stuck to answer the question, and can see here when they go to the help, when they go to the tutorial, they have this information to go through. Okay, they can read. So this is basically like just a kind of a reading material for the students. This is actually the content that the instructor or the teacher actually provide to help the student and prepare them to answer the questions in challenge 1. So once they have gone through and study the content, they can go back to the questions, and this is actually question 1. So they will read this text, and then what they have to do here, match the example of the graph with the explanation of its type and purpose. So here I have the student have to match the example of the graph with the explanation of its type and purpose. So let's say I just put here B, this one maybe I put B, this one A, and this one A, B, B, D, A. Only there are only 3. Okay, then I submit my answer. Okay, so it says here, oops, 2 of your answers are incorrect. Then there's a hint. There's a hint given for the students. Refer back to the types of graph common to environmental science. What distinguishes each from the others? What is the common type, use, or purpose of each? So I can go back to the tutorial here, or here, the same thing. And I will re-study or study again, this time maybe more carefully. Okay. Then if I'm happy, I can go back to the question again. And then maybe this time, let me try again. I don't know whether this time I can get it correct. Submit my answer. 3 of your answers are incorrect. Okay. Now I have 1 more attempt. Okay. I go back to the tutorial. Not sure the answer, check out this helpful tutorial. Okay, got it. So I go back to the tutorial, study again. Okay. Then go back to the questions. Let me try again. This one is D. This one is C. This one is B. Hopefully I get correct answer this time. Submit my answer. Incorrect. You are out of attempts to answer these questions. Hint: refer back to the types of graph common to environmental science. What distinguishes each from the others? What is the most common use or purpose of each? Okay, so but I have basically run off. The 3 attempts already used up. Then I have to go to the next questions. And the same thing, I can study the tutorial, then I answer the questions. I can try 3 times, then to go to the next questions. And that's how the things actually will continue until I have completed all the 10 questions for challenge 1. And then I can proceed to, and I will get the score there, and the score will be shown, and my progress will be shown here. Okay, and you can see here I have done partially challenge 1. I still have challenge 2 for unit 1, challenge 3 for unit 1, and then I will go to practice milestone, and then to the actual milestone, where this one will be counted as part of the whole the score for the whole course. And then I will go to unit 2, and there are more challenges. So I think this course has been designed very, very well, and I can imagine the amount of time and thinking to design this kind of challenge-based course or challenge-based lesson is actually very challenging. It's very challenging, but I think this is how the online course should be designed. Maybe not for all the lesson, but maybe, if you have, let's say, 5 topics, so maybe part 2 or 3 of this topic, part of that topic, there you have a few lessons. Maybe some of the lessons can be designed in this form. Another lesson maybe in the scenario-based model. The other, and some other lesson using the problem-based. It can not a full-blown problem-based, maybe a small kind of problem-based, problem-solving kind of thing. So I think that's how we should design our online course in order to really get cognitive engagement, to really get the students not just to consume the content, but rather they have to really put their critical thinking and deep thinking approach in order for them to really engage with the content. Because the engagement, when we talk about the student engagement, the engagement, the student and content engagement is also very important, apart from the engagement between the students and the peers, the students and the instructors or the facilitators, whatever you want to call it. But the way we design the content, the way we deliver it, it can be, we can be very, very creative about it. And I believe challenge-based learning is one of the approaches that we can use in order to get a very effective cognitive engagement of the students with the online course. So that's all for now, and I believe these 3 approaches here: problem-based learning, scenario-based learning, and challenge-based learning. And the focus of this video is on the challenge-based learning, and I think the example that I've shown here is from Capella University, Capella University. I'm not sure whether the course is available free for forever, or maybe for a certain time, but I would encourage you to go and register and have a look, explore, and take the idea, adopt the idea to design for your own course. I think this is really a very creative way of designing our online course in terms of engaging students for the cognitive engagement. So that's all for now. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified with a new video. Good luck in your online class, and just enjoy it. Thank you.